Hello guys, we'll be making jjajangmyeon today, noodles in a black bean sauce. It's a popular Korean Chinese dish that everyone loves. If you have chunjang, a Korean black bean paste, it's really easy to make at home. I will go over some vegan options as well as gluten-free options as we go along. Let's get started. Have a pot of water ready to cook the noodles. We'll turn the heat on later while we're cooking the sauce. This way, you can have noodles ready by the time your sauce is ready. Okay, let's just start with the pork. Pork is a classic for jjajangmyeon, preferably with some visible fat. Pork shoulder or Boston butt. This is pork shoulder. This is about 5 ounces. And let's cut this into about 3/4 inch pieces. You can use a lean meat if you want, but pork fat really does add a lot of flavor to jjajangmyeon. And in fact, many restaurants use pork fat to fry their jjajang sauce. I like to marinate the pork while preparing the vegetables, but you can skip this process and just add the seasonings while you're frying the pork. First, I'm gonna need some ginger. And this is about a 1/2 inch ginger, a 1/2 teaspoon minced. And a tablespoon of rice wine and some black pepper and pinch of salt. You can also substitute it with chicken, beef, and or seafood. To make it vegan, omit the meat and use some mushrooms. This is 1 medium onion, about 7 ounces. We're just gonna dice this. Onion, green cabbage, zucchinis, potatoes are some of the common vegetables. You can also add mushrooms. I like to use lots of vegetables in mine. And I'm just gonna use about half of this, about 4 ounces. The same thing, just gonna dice about 3/4 inch pieces. Next is green cabbage. Green cabbage and onion really adds a lot of natural sweetness to jjajangmyeon. So I always use them. And if you want to use potatoes, potatoes take longer to cook. So cut them into the same size and then pre-cook by either boiling or in the microwave. Cucumber is for garnish at the end. I'm going to cut this into matchsticks. I like to have this on top, but you can skip it if you want. Okay guys, we're ready to cook now. So let's talk about chunjang. Chunjang is Korean black bean paste. Not the same as Chinese black bean paste. Not sponsored, but this is the brand I use. You can find chunjang at Korean markets or online. I found this gluten-free chunjang online for my niece, and she likes it. First, we're gonna fry chunjang. Add a couple of tablespoons of oil, and then add chunjang. This process removes bitterness from the black bean sauce. It also needs some sugar to balance out, again, the bitterness and saltiness. And we're just gonna fry this up for 2 or 3 minutes. Some black bean pastes are pre-fried, so check the directions on the package, but I prefer to fry it myself. Okay, 2 or 3 minutes, and this has been fried nicely. Now I'm gonna transfer it back to the bowl. I'm gonna add back some of the oil here so I can use it to fry the pork and the vegetables. All right, we're gonna start with pork. And this actually is a good time to turn the heat on for your noodles. This is over medium, high heat. Now we're going to add some soy sauce, and this is half tablespoon. And stir fry the pork until they are brown. And then we're gonna add onions. Gonna add a little bit more oil. We're just cooking until the onions are translucent. Okay, now in goes green cabbage. Next up is zucchini. All right, keep stirring. Okay, vegetables are nicely cooked. So we're going to add our chunjang, black bean paste back. And oyster sauce is optional, but if you don't want to use oyster sauce, then use a little bit more chunjang. I'm adding about a tablespoon and mix it really well. Now we're starting to see that black color of the jajang sauce. So during this whole cooking process, adjust your heat between medium and medium high so things don't burn but cooks quickly. So if you stop here, it will be 간짜장. The 간짜장 is jajang sauce that's dried without extra liquid, but we're gonna make the regular style, sometimes called 옛날 짜장. So we need some liquid, and for this I use about a half cup. You can use water, but I'm using chicken stock. I usually use good quality chicken stock to give the sauce extra flavor. Of course, for vegan option, you would just use water or vegetable broth. And we're gonna let this boil up a little bit. I said about 2-3 minutes. All right, one last thing we need is some starch to thicken the sauce. This is potato starch. You can use cornstarch too. You see how it's nicely thickening? It smells really good. Oh, it looks delicious. Okay, our sauce is ready. All right, and the water is ready for noodles too. I use fresh noodles that's available in the refrigerator section of Korean markets. I'm just gonna cook one serving this time. These noodles are generally labeled for udon and jjajangmyeon. Use other gluten-free noodles such as rice noodles for a gluten-free option. Noodles are almost all translucent, so it's almost ready. Noodles are ready. We're just gonna rinse this quickly in cold water. That's to keep the noodles nicely chewy. So just a cold water. Rinse it quickly and then drain it. You can do this over the sink. I put it back in the strainer because now that you rinsed it, you can add it back to the hot water to warm it up. Place the serving size noodles in a bowl. Way too much for me. And then spoon some sauce over. Yum, smells so good. Okay, now we're gonna garnish with the cucumbers. To show you, I'm doing the second serving over rice. And then again, I'll just add some freshness with this cucumbers. Okay, how does that look? Ooh, look at that. All right, let's go for it. Get some sauce. Always comes out so deliciously. All right, this is rice version. Okay guys, hope you try making jjajangmyeon at home soon and be pleasantly surprised how delicious homemade jjajangmyeon can be. Thank you for watching.